Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So, today, guys, we're going to be reviewing From. This is a horror series, and here is the summary. The residents of a small town struggle to find a way out when mysterious unknown forces keep them from leaving.
This was a definitely interesting series. The rating I'm gonna give this series is gonna be a 3. Let's get into my pros and my cons. So, very first pro, I just really enjoyed the intro's music. It was giving me the same vibe that I got when I was watching Walking Dead. I thought it was really cool. I like the concept of the show. Even though there were a lot of different twists and things that were just not being explained, I do like the actual concept of, these people getting stuck in this town. I like how most of the people band together. That's something that we talked about when it's like a crazy apocalyptic world. Most people normally band together. Of course, you got some people who end up being rebels, but for the most part, they kind of band together. I like the monster's abilities. I like how the talisman protected them. Boyd kept everyone in check was definitely needed because we definitely know in time frames like that, you need like some type of authority in charge or people just going to run rampant. The jail that they put you in if you messed up or got somebody killed was crazy because basically they're sentencing you to death. The teleport tree was crazy. All the hallucinations Jade got when he first got there was crazy. Jade and Jim building a radio tower. It was crazy when Boyd and Sarah tent flew around like they was inside of a storm. Boyd appearing in the well after going inside the tree was crazy. It was crazy when the busload of people arrived there in the later seasons. Boyd transferring the parasite to the monsters to save his son. When Randall, Marielle, and Julie got put in that coma. The monsters killing people in their sleep. Boyd saving Randall, Julie, and Marielle. It was crazy when the boy in white pushes Tabitha out the window. Finding out Tabitha was able to escape that crazy town. It was crazy when Dale got stuck inside that pool wall. Sarah torturing Elgin was crazy. When Fatima gave birth to the same monster that they killed in the previous season. I thought that was insane. It was crazy when we found out that Tabitha and Jay were reincarnation of people who were there before. Cons. The biggest con, they just never truly give you any answers in the show. I feel like if you were watching this show and you want answers, you're not going to get any answers. Here we are getting ready for season 4, and we're left with more questions than answers. Sarah was just crazy, her hearing the different voices and the things she was trying to do to people. It was sad when Kenny's mom died and his father died. Boyd having to kill his wife was really sad. When the priest died, it was also sad. Tabitha and them kids saying that on Kui. When we first saw those kids, they were just so, terrifying. Boyd trying to help the old chain man who was telling him to get out of here, and he ends up scratching him and then get him infected with worms. People not believing Boyd when he got worms. Randall kidnapping Donna was crazy because, he thought that Donna and Boyd was basically like these handlers that was controlling everybody. It was crazy when Tabitha got sent back into town, like I stated. Fatima eating rotten food and meat. That was just disgusting. I didn't like Christopher's doll as well. It was kind of reminding me of like the Goosebumps doll. If you know, you know. The boy in white, he barely helped them. Like, he was giving them small pieces of information, but when they wanted really help, he like, I just can't tell you those answers yet. Fatima killing Tilly was sad. The woman in the Camino was definitely scary. Finding out that the monsters were people from the past who sacrificed their kids for immortality. Like I stated, it was just so many different questions that we were like, wait, what? Well, how did this pop into the story? And then the man in the yellow killing Jim was sad because Jim was the husband of Tabitha. When he died, it was sad. But other than that, interesting series. I recommend it.
Okay, guys, so I give this series a 3 out of 5. I'll just talk about some of the things I liked and didn't like. In season 1, those nocturnal creatures were so ugly in their real form. I just couldn't stand looking at them. Every time they showed them on the screen, like, I looked away. I like how they had Donna at the community house and Boyd in the center of town with the family houses. I think that was cool. I didn't like Sarah at all. I think it was crazy that they couldn't pinpoint where the town was located because people came there from different parts of the U.S. It was crazy, like you said, when we found out that Boyd had to kill his wife to save the locals because she was killing everybody.
Yeah.
But I did like when they ended the first season with a whole busload of people showing up because it's like, dang, this is about to get crazy. Season 2, those Ankui children were creepy. Boyd killing one of the creatures with the worms in his blood was like crazy. But I did like how they ended that season with Tabitha going to the lighthouse and waking up in the hospital because it's like, oh my gosh, she finally escaped the town. Season 3, when the creature kills Kenny's mom in the barn in front of Boyd and made him watch, it was so sad, but it was crazy how smart they were. I was mad when Tabitha ended up right back in the town
Right,
after
she
that
got
car
out.
accident because she literally was only out for like a few days.
Yeah.
Fatima being pregnant and delivering one of those nocturnal creatures who
Yeah.
they call Smiley, that was just so crazy. And like he was talking about, finding out that Tabitha and Jade were reincarnations of people and some of them were the parents of the Ankui kids. It was like this weird plot twist, but it didn't make any sense though. And it didn't like make the story better. I don't know, it was just weird. And of course Jim getting killed was horrible. But overall, I feel like the first season was the best because it was the most interesting, and then it kind of got more confusing as it went on. But they do have a chance to make it better in their next season, so we'll see.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.